This is the all-new Porsche 718 Spyder. This is what its 4-litre naturally aspirated 6-cylinder engine sounds like. And this is just a taster of how much fun you can have with one. But just before I tell you how absurdly good this sports car is, let me tell you how I managed to get a drive in one of the very first UK examples. Porsche Centre Chester is one of the UK's biggest official dealers, and if you happen to be in the market for a limited edition car, GT car, something like that, then this is a very good place to start. And today, one very lucky owner is about to take delivery of a brand new Porsche 718 Spyder, and we've been given the okay to come here and film in this handover room. And one or two of you might just recognise this lucky new owner. Taking our very first look, you can tell this car is special even without turning the key. This extra low stance, Michelin's latest Pilot Sport Cup 2 tyres, this aggressive aero treatment and these big bore exhausts all attest to that. And turning the key to this flat 6 motor is coming right up. But just before we do that, let's observe the rather special handover experience being delivered to the customer by Porsche specialist Sarah. And while our lucky man settles into his brand new Alcantara and leather-clad cockpit, I think we should finally reveal who he is. Yes, I'm happy to say the lucky new owner of this Spyder is in fact me. And I'm hoping you're going to stick around while we take this car out and just see if it's as good as everybody has been saying that it is. A new Porsche model is always something to look forward to. Ever since the first spy photos of the 718 Spyder emerged, Porsche disciples have been working up a minor frenzy of anticipation because they know that this is way more than just a normal 718 with a helping of extra power and cylinders. Like all Porsches that wear the GT badge, or in this case a Spyder badge, this car is a thinly disguised circuit hotshot, which is all about pure driving performance. This aerodynamically low front end GT3 treatment, along with the impressive air channel set into the flat underside, delivers zero lift at all speeds. The rear suspension is bespoke to this and its sibling GT4. The front axle, wheel bearings, ball joints, steering is from the GT3, and it's all attached to unique 20-inch wheels wearing those seriously fat, seriously grippy, practically slick tyres. It needs that extra rubber because there's a ton of power to deal with from this sledgehammer 4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6 motor, punching out 420 brake horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque makes this 1400 kilogram roadster a missile. So what are the performance figures? Well, why don't we give this a go? Okay, there's no launch control, just good old throttle and clutch and a deft hand with a 6-speed manual gearbox. That was 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, and honestly it feels faster than that. It could be quicker if your gear changing skills are better than mine, and our Spyder's top speed is a wide-eyed 190 miles per hour, which I'll only be doing with that roof firmly up. So they're the numbers, but what does the 718 Spyder actually feel like to drive on great roads like these? Well, it really is more special than I expected. It feels GT3-like and not at all like a Boxster. The Spyder is a rare combination of huge grip and traction together with involving, intuitive handling, making this car a remarkable drive, even by Porsche's standards. Roof down and under full beans in the lower gears, there is nothing else quite like driving this Spyder. Its combination of attributes is simply unique. The highlights for me include instant and immense throttle response at anything above 3000 RPM, a raughty engine note turning into a spine-chilling exhaust scream, mesmerising body control, pin-sharp steering, and some of the very best brakes you'll come across in any road car at any price. Yet, it's the detail of the Spyder's responses that give me the biggest impression of all. This is not a sledgehammer sort of car, despite the fact that it is a seriously quick one. Instead, it's a car that's multi-layered in its appeal. Even at 30 miles per hour, there is tactile feel through the steering wheel, through the seats and via the brakes that is simply missing from most other sports cars. There is a delicacy of touch to all its controls that can be appreciated and enjoyed at any speed, at any time. When your moment comes and you find that right road, just hit that throttle pedal and the Spyder delivers a level of involvement and excitement and a turn of pure speed that can take your breath away. Its massive punch of torque means at 3000 RPM it feels strong, and at 5000 RPM it feels and sounds properly fast and furious, and between there and the 8000 RPM red line it goes to another level again. So surely there are some compromises, I hear you thinking. Well, okay, the manual roof mechanism is certainly a faff and it needs a firm hand when attempting to get the electric front latch to engage. The rear boot is inaccessible unless the roof is opened, the cabin is quite loud, and of course the suspension is firm. That said, the Spyder is by no means intended to be a Boxster, nowhere near. It is a genuine Porsche GT product, feeling and sounding like you have just stepped into that GT3. So what of the Spyder's rivals? Well, trust me on this, for sub £120,000 there simply aren't any. A Jaguar F-Type R convertible has more power, but is frankly nowhere besides a Spyder. The Audi R8 Spyder also has more go on paper, but it costs almost twice as much and is nowhere near as good a sports car as this Porsche. Like the GT4 on which it is based, the Spyder sits above all of the rest of them in a class of one. Believe me, nothing this side of supercar money gets anywhere near close. And if you want to know more about my rather special new car, stay connected with me because I'll be recording my adventures in the Spyder and I'm looking forward to sharing my experiences with you. So what's my verdict? Well, you've probably guessed this already, and yes, this is my own car, and I can hear someone thinking, well, you would say this, but this latest 718 Spyder is one of the most impressive road cars which any car maker has produced to date, especially if you subscribe to the theory that less equals more and value the way a car makes you feel rather than its outright speed. Okay, you could say 911 GT3 offers even more drama and more aptitude, but you'll pay twice the price, and that car misses out on the smaller mid-engine car's agility and simplicity. So if you want something that puts you at the pure heart and soul of the driving process at this price level, the new Porsche 718 Spyder is simply peerless. So thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and comments are always welcomed. I read every single one and I'll reply to most. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you hit this little notification bell, I'll let you know when I have more videos to show.